Do you have older windows you want to replace to make your home more energy efficient? Or maybe you've thought about installing solar, but the huge upfront cost is holding you back? Well, if you live in Calgary, there's a new program that just launched where you can finance up to 100% of your energy efficiency and renewable energy renovations to your home. In fact, this program is so popular that they have temporarily paused the program, at least at the time of shooting this video. But they did say that they're going to reopen for pre-qualification submissions once they have their together. I'm going to tell you what this program is about and share my thoughts for what this means for all homeowners from a realtor and mortgage broker perspective. And at the end, I'm going to drop a huge bomb for you. So make sure you stick around for that. Okay, so here's what the program is about and the deets. This program is called CEIP, the Clean Energy Improvement Program. The purpose is to help homeowners cover the upfront costs of home improvement projects like solar panel installation, heating and air conditioning upgrades, and upgrades to hot water heaters and lighting. Here's what you need to know. Loan amount is up to $50,000. There's a 20-year term, which is fully open, meaning this is the time in which the entire loan must be repaid. It's fully open because you can pay it back in full without penalty anytime. The interest rate, they say it's going to be competitive and it will be outlined in your loan agreement. So we don't know what these competitive rates are. There's $15 million allocated for this program, and the eligible properties are detached, semi-detached, townhomes, condos, as long as all these buildings are 3 stories or shorter, and they must be smaller than 600 square meters, which is 6,458 square feet. The minimum spend is $3,000 to qualify for this loan, and there's an incentive of up to 10% of project costs. Now, this is a first come, first serve basis. I think this is like a credit that is applied directly to the Clean Energy Improvement Tax to reduce the total project financing amount. It's not a direct payment to you, the homeowner. So sorry, you're not going to be able to throw that rager that you've been thinking about. On a high level, this is what the program is about. So I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but if you want to nerd out on the 23 pages of all the terms and conditions outlined by the City of Calgary, the link is below. And on your way down to scrolling to the description, you're going to pass the like button. Would love your support if you could tap it if you found this video helpful. Okay, so what makes this program so different than all the other programs out there? And what do I think about this program as a realtor and mortgage broker in Calgary? I think the biggest thing that you should know is that the CEIP program is a loan repayment that is tied to the property, not you as the homeowner. So if the homeowner sells the house, then the loan remains with the property and the new owner is responsible for the continued payment and participation in this program. I see this like getting into a new relationship. When you're buying a home, that's part of this program. It's like going on Tinder and seeing a hot dude. And I'm using an example of a dude because 73% of you guys watching our videos are dudes. So I'm trying to have more female friendly content because for some reason we just attract a lot of sausage. I mean, I'm a sausage myself, and there's nothing wrong with sausages because I have a lot of bros. But you know, it'd be nice to have like a little bit of a balance, like a 50-50, even a 60-40, but it's 73. Anyways, shout outs to my bros. So this dude is hot, has a beach body, is a professional, makes money, and is super successful. And that comes to the point I'm trying to make, which is its marketability. Now, some people see a home in this program as baggage because maybe they don't care about this energy efficiency stuff. Others may not and would be happy to take on this baggage because all the hard work and all the heavy lifting has already been done. So does this hurt your marketability sell? Will it bring down your home value? The answer is it's subjective. But in the long term, I believe it could make your home, just like that hot guy, more attractive. Damn, I wished I had a beach bods like that. So what does this mean for real estate agents? If you are a Calgary realtor, then listen up. This is what I'm predicting should happen. Number one, when speaking to the listing agent, your realtor needs to ask if the home is participating in the Clean Energy Improvement Program or any other type of energy efficient program. If not, then you're good and you continue with the deal as normal. But if they are in the program, you need to determine if the seller plans to pay off the entire loan prior to giving possession. And if they do, then you're going to have to write that in the terms of the contract. It's up to the lawyers to ensure the loan will be paid off before closing. If the seller is not going to pay off the loan, then that must be in writing and acknowledged by the seller and buyer. In addition, your realtor needs to ask to receive the loan agreement within 1 day of the offer acceptance. So you, the buyer, can give that to your mortgage broker because this will outline the payment terms, which will affect how much you qualify for. At the end of the day, us, your realtor, will be the one responsible to ensure you don't inherit a loan worth up to $50,000 without you knowing. So if your realtor doesn't know about this program, then you're gonna be in big trouble. So just call us. Our contact info is below. Okay. I'm going to share a few more things and I'm going to drop my bomb that you need to know right after this. So stick around to the end. As a mortgage broker, I think lenders will be taking this loan and adding it to your mortgage application. Since the SEEP program financing is recorded on the property tax roll and as such is similar to all property taxes, it has primary lien status, which means if you defaulted on your mortgage, this loan is going to be paid before your mortgage. So in other words, lenders be like, you better have the income to pay for this loan, because if you miss a payment, we're going to be knocking on your door with our henchmen. What more do you want? Just joking. They don't actually do that. But can you imagine? They send someone like me who's like 4 foot nothing. You open the door and you're like, oh. And there I am like, hey, mister, you missed a mortgage payment. Please pay up. What the hell are you talking about? So stupid. What if you already own a property? Can you participate in this program? Now, if you already own a property and you want to be part of it, it's still possible. And it's wise though that you get permission from your mortgage lender. So as a realtor, what are my final thoughts on this program? Sellers, I'm going to speak to you first. Prior to putting your home for sale, determine whether or not you will be paying out the loan in full before giving possession. If not, then let the buyer know. It's best to have your listing agent disclose that you are part of this program, what the loan amount is, and how much you will pay it off if you decide to do that. I believe in transparency, so this could be one approach. However, there is some strategy and tactic involved if you do not disclose it right from the beginning and kind of slide it into the negotiations. I think that passing on this loan when you own a entry-level home has a higher chance of hurting your marketability than say, a move-up home for a family where there's 2 incomes that could support the payments of this loan. And the reason why I say this is really purely because of affordability. First-time home buyers may not be comfortable with an additional expense, even if they're pro-energy, especially with our Calgary real estate market being so hot and interest rates being so high. I do think though that higher end homes and luxury homes do have a higher chance of passing on the loan to willing buyers due to affordability. I think this is going to add another layer to the negotiations between buyers and sellers. And of course, us, the realtors. With this new program, I think working with a realtor who understands how to negotiate effectively versus being a yes man, and trust me, there's a lot of them out there, is now more important than ever because this program can easily add an additional $10,000 to $20,000 to your liabilities. In my opinion, the most important thing is that you work with an agent that understands this program, knows how to navigate this, and negotiate for you to make sure you're in the best position possible. Remember, everything is negotiable, including this loan. Based on my own personal solar installation quote and some other people I know, solar can range between $20,000 to $25,000. If you throw in windows, that's an easy $20,000. So those 2 items alone is about $40,000. If your agent does their due diligence, they should be able to find out what the mortgage balance owing is and find out if the seller has the ability to take the sale of proceeds and pay down the loan. If it's possible, then hiring the right real estate agent will save you tens of thousands of dollars. As a tip, ask the following questions to determine if the agent you're interviewing is a good negotiator. Ask them about their commissions. Ask them to reduce their commissions. Ask them to pay you a referral fee. Ask them to pay for your lawyer fees. Now, don't expect them to say yes to any of these things. The purpose of asking these questions is to really find out how they react and what they're gonna say. If they say no and they're not willing to move on their commissions, then you know that you have a good agent that knows their value based on their experience and expertise. Remember, top producing agents will not negotiate on any of these. No different than top producers in any industry. They come with a price because, well, you get what you pay for. Also keep in mind that how they negotiate with you gives you a glimpse on how they will negotiate your offer with the seller when you write one. Dang, that was pretty juicy, right? I hope so. If you're an investor, I wouldn't bother making any of these changes, as the likelihood of you recapturing your cost is going to be pretty low. Okay, so what is the big bomb I want to drop on you? It doesn't seem like a lot of people know this, but the federal government currently has 2 programs for energy efficiency renovations. First is the Greener Homes Grant. You get up to $5,000 off your retrofit. The entire $5,000 grant was applied to my solar quote, making it $20,000. Second, and here's the bomb, is the Greener Homes Loan. This allows you to borrow interest-free up to $40,000, and the loan has to be repaid over 10 years. This is not tied to the property, and as such, I think it would have better marketability. Plus, overall, I think it's a better program. Financially, there's no interest. And since it's a 10-year loan, the payments are relatively low. Now you might say, well, Fee, the SEEP is a 20-year loan. Well, yes, that is true, but the loan comes with interest. And we all know that interest compounds over time. And the worst part is you don't even know what rate you're getting until you actually get the loan yourself. Links to these programs in the description below. Again, you'll be passing by the like button on your way down there. So you know what to do, bros. By the way, if you're a real estate agent watching this and all this chat about negotiations is getting you excited, follow my brand new second channel where I dive into the psychology of negotiating, how to position your conversation to negotiate with, not only your clients, but also other agents. And it's a channel from a real estate agent for real estate agents to help you make more income. I have a massive following of 2 subscribers right now. One of them is my mom. If you're interested, go look in the description below. And you can also follow me on Instagram at felixchan.me. I also do weird things like going for a polar dip in the icy Bow River in winter. So hit me up if you're ever interested to come. Okay, that wraps it up. If you guys have any thoughts on this program and how it will impact our real estate market, or maybe our taxes, because I'm pretty sure this program comes from some of our taxes, then let me know in the comments below. My name is Felix Chan, Calgary Realtor and Mortgage Broker with Real Broker, and we'll see you in the next video.